This is normally a baseball diamond, but it's now a lake, with water nearly reaching the scoreboard. And this soccer field is the same. 5 feet of water has now engulfed the entire field. There is no doubt that the last few weeks has been a struggle for residents in BC. In fact, with entire highways washed away and so many homes underwater, government officials have said that this will be the costliest disaster in Canadian history. As you can see behind me, many of the farmers' fields are still drenched with water, mostly due to the last week where we've experienced 3 atmospheric rivers. In fact, in the Abbotsford area, they received over 540 millimeters of water just in the month of November, shattering all records. Just to the right of me here, you can see this blueberry field is completely underwater. We've been told by farmers in the local area that it's going to be quite impossible to harvest any type of a crop next year due to the flooding damage. The heavy rain has stopped for now, and government officials are hopeful that they can begin the rebuild and to restore supply chains.
From repairing roadways to finding creative ways to move products, this has truly been a remarkable effort by thousands and thousands of people. It has involved the unprecedented coordination between Indigenous First Nations governments, the federal and provincial governments, and local governments. Hundreds of companies have been involved, as well as labor groups. Everyone has pulled together for the common good, and it's been very, very special to witness this happen.
Over at the Matsqui First Nation, 5 of the homes on the reserve got some water damage, and some had flooding in their basements. But with the supply chain compromised, there have been so many empty shelves in the surrounding stores. Chief Alice McKay says she is grateful for the community support and donations.
They have sent us, I guess over the weekend, they had vans coming in here with just loaded down with things, food, all kinds of necessities. You know, it was so amazing, you know, to see that in this world today that people can still be so helpful and so kind, because a lot of this came from the Sikh temple and then the Surrey Food Bank.
But flooding and chances of mudslides have closed many of the major highways around the Fraser Valley. And because of those highway closures, the side roads are now the only way to travel. And on our way to the Matsqui First Nation, we encountered this semi-truck flipped over on its side. It was leaking liquid tar all over the road and down this embankment, spilling into the creek that runs into the Fraser River. That's the largest salmon-bearing river in the world. Officials were on scene trying to contain the spill and had closed off traffic, forcing motorists on more detours. And Chief McKay says it just shows how dangerous it is right now to travel.
I would say slow down and just drive defensively and be aware of what's going on around in your surroundings.
Tina House, APTN National News, Vancouver.